Hey everybody, I'm back with another full self-driving video. Tesla continues to make leaps and bounds with their software. My previous full self-driving video was with my Tesla Model Y because they had just gotten the version 12 software update, and that was with the new AI and the neural network. Unfortunately, my Model Y is gone. It got in a bad accident and it's actually being repaired. It's like $25,000 in damage. I'm probably gonna sell that and get the new Model Y when that comes out. But nevertheless, now I got the newest version in the Tesla Model S. Now this has hardware 4, so I'm able to get the version 13.2 point something. I'll show the version in the car, which has gone leaps and bounds above version 12. I mean, this software is getting so good. I've been able to go to downtown Miami and back and not do anything. The car drives completely by itself. It is super impressive. There are some gripes I have, which I'll go over in the video today, and we're gonna do a demonstration. The same route which I did last time, which is driving me to the gym, and I did a little sunglasses test to see if I need to put my hands on the wheel and where you kind of looked around, and it definitely complains when you pick up for your phone. Like, it watches your hand and see if you're using your phone. Now this time, I'm gonna see if I can eat in the car. So I won't have my phone in my hand, but I'm gonna try and eat in the car while it drives me to the gym. Let's go through the route and see how it does. Now, if you're new to the channel, this is the Tesla Model S Track Pack, brand new, only got a couple thousand miles. Track Pack means it's got the carbon ceramic brakes in here, 200 miles an hour, top speed. This has signature wheels and it's lowered a bit. And this is the new Ultra Red color. Let's jump in. For my camera setup for today, I have a Insta360 camera X4 on the top. I got this camera here, which will show you what the car sees. And then I got this camera here to show you what's going on. And under additional vehicle information, you can see I got the full self-driving computer 4. And look at that, carbon ceramic brakes. That's for the Track Pack package. Now, I know a lot of people say you should want to drive the car yourself, and I agree with that most of the time. But sometimes when you're in stop-and-go traffic and you're driving to Miami, you know, with the car driving by itself, it just makes life a whole lot easier. And speaking of making my life easier, I just remembered I got to eat before I go to the gym, and my Factor meals just got delivered to my door. I'm just too busy to cook for myself, and going out to all the same places all the time is tiring, it's expensive, and I'm always just eating too much. Factor meals delivered to my door saves me a ton of time by getting rid of the hassle, going to the store, figuring out what to buy, waiting in the lines, cooking and cleaning. Let's see what we got in here today. Oh yeah, filet mignon. Prep time is super easy. Slide it out of the box here. You pop 2 holes on each side. Pop this in the microwave for 2 to 5 minutes. Each week there are 35 meals to choose from that accommodates all kinds of diets, from keto, protein plus, vegan, veggie, and more. I change my plan as needed for the upcoming week, ordering less or more, and I can actually pause if I'm traveling. Just like that, we are done. Oh man, look at this. Look, it's got juice on the top of it and everything. This filet here is actually part of the Gourmet Plus plan. It's actually pretty juicy. It's not tough or dry, and it tastes really good. It actually looks good too. If I put this on a fancy plate, you would never know this came from a meal plan. Head over to factor75.com or click on the link in the description. Use the code 50DRAGTIMES to get 50% off plus free shipping off your first Factor box. That's code 50DRAGTIMES. 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. Now let's cut the filet up into pieces. I'm gonna bring this into Tesla and see if I can actually have the Tesla drive me while I eat. All right, so I put my gym into the navigation. As soon as I hit the brake, it says start FSD supervised, press and hold. I'm going to do that. Tap brake to confirm. I'm gonna do that. And it's gonna pull out of my driveway and head to the gym. So, okay. Well, I would have went that way. Here we go. The shortest way out of the neighborhood is that way, but it wants to take the long way. So I'm just gonna sit back and relax and let the car do its thing. I will say, I did notice, I did a video on X where the cars previously have not been able to recognize the gates in my neighborhood, and now they can do that. So we'll do a little test up here. If the gate is closed, we'll get to test that. If it's open, we won't get to, but we will see. But in a previous video, when the gates were closed, normally the car would just kind of crash straight through it, and it actually stopped for the gates, waited for the first level to open up with the hard gates, and then the little kind of soft gate came up as well. So right here, I got my Factor meal. I got my filet mignon. We're gonna see if it complains when I eat, because I know as soon as I pick up my phone in my hand, if I do something like this, it'll immediately complain. Now, it just went around this golf cart. That was kind of cool. You guys saw the golf cart there. All right, so I chopped out kind of going around my neighborhood here. Let's see if the gate is closed. So unfortunately, the gate is open right now. There is a drop-down gate that you'll see up here. Now, it has recognized that in the past, so let's see what happens. The gate might just rise up in time, but yeah, there we go. Gate rose up and the car just went through it. But if that metal gate was closed, it would have come to a complete stop. So as we're progressing here on the highway, what I've noticed is it will, in bumper-to-bumper traffic, and I'll put a video in here, it just continues to try and move over and jockey lane positions like it wants to get ahead, even though there's nowhere to go. All right, so we're in hurry mode, bumper-to-bumper traffic. The car will not stop trying to get over. We need stay in your own lane mode, Tesla. It is so annoying to sit here and constantly hit this button to stop the car from trying to get over. There's literally nowhere to go. I don't have anything in the navigation. It's not trying to get off the highway. It's just being a real pain in the ass. No other way to put it. And it'll sit here and do this all day long. Like, how many times do I have to tell it not to move lanes before it stops? Now, if I switch this into, let's say, standard mode, same thing. Still wants to move over, still have to stop it. So no matter which mode, hurry, standard, or chill, the car still continues to try and get over. Put it over here in chill, and of course, same thing. I mean, a dozen times I have to press the button to stop it from getting over. This is insane. Even in chill mode, still tries to get over. There's nowhere to go. I think Tesla needs stay in their own lane mode, so that in the situations, you can tell it, there we go, okay? You can tell it just to stay in the lane and not move over. Now, in the previous software revision in version 12, there was a minimized lane change mode. And for that, it did work, but they've gotten rid of that in software version 13, and all it has here is these three modes called hurry, standard, and chill. Whoops, I absolutely turned it off. So you got hurry, standard, and chill, but usually that only works on the highway. So I think on these kind of local roads, it really doesn't have an effect. But anyways, no matter what mode you're in the demo I show you, it just keeps trying to move over, and it's just super annoying. Like if I tell it to stop moving over 12 times in a row, the car should realize it should just stay in its own lane, because it's just nerve-wracking in bumper-to-bumper traffic to keep jockeying between lanes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So we'll continue on down here. Now, in my last video, when it approached this intersection coming up, it couldn't merge in time, and we did a complete loop around. So let's see if version 13 does any better. All right, so this is gonna be difficult. There's a lot of traffic up here. It's gonna inch forward here. Now it's gotta move to the right and get over a left lane, and there's just a ton of cars. Now I'm in no hands mode because it's got the driver attentiveness. And let's see what happens here. Oh, it did way better. Like it would have not have done that before. It even moved over so much that the back end of the car is kind of sticking out. You can see right here in that lane. That's impressive because that's what I would have done. So instead of missing this and staying in the right lane, having to loop all the way around like it did last time, it actually jockeyed over in this lane, and I wouldn't say it cut off the person behind us, but it was more aggressive than it has been in the past. I feel like this version 13 drives more human-like, if that's a thing, and I guess it is, because it just, as it's progressing down your navigation path, it's moving left and right as a normal person would. If someone's going slow, it moves over, and then if you're in the left lane and someone's behind you, it moves over to let them pass. It's just really, really, really impressive. Now, I know Florida is not one of the first places they're saying that it's going to get the unsupervised driving. They call this supervised driving because you have to be paying attention the whole time. I believe unsupervised is probably coming to Texas first. So maybe I'll just have to go to Texas and try that out one time. So past the first test driving to the gym, that was pretty impressive. Now let's see how it does the rest of the way. Now, if you're not familiar with the driver attentive system, down here, there's a little steering wheel with a green dot next to it. If the green dot is there, that means it's monitoring your eyes or so forth. I have a hat and sunglasses on, so it can actually see your eyes, and it sees where you're looking. And what's even crazier is that it can see through sunglasses. This is really weird. I'll put a screenshot up. I did a test, because you can load up a camera preview in the screen right here. So I did a test where I put my sunglasses on and brought up the preview, and this camera, with whatever technology it has in there, can actually see through your sunglasses, see where your eyes at. All right, so I was wondering how Tesla does full self-driving when you have actual sunglasses on, and it turns out the camera up here has these weird emitters on the side. You can see them lighting up purple and actually see through your sunglasses, which is absolutely crazy. I'm gonna try and look up here, and you're gonna see, it can actually see my eyes. I'm looking around here, left, right. You can see me open and closing them, looking around. What kind of voodoo stuff is this? Tesla can see through sunglasses. These glasses you cannot see through. Look, they're totally mirror and reflective. You cannot see through them, but yet the camera here on the Tesla can see right through. So that's kind of crazy, but I feel like it doesn't do a good job, because like my head's forward, but my eyes are like completely to the right now. Oh, it's uncomfortable to do that. And it's really not complaining about it. And of course, I'm talking to you right now, and the car's not complaining about it. Now, I guess let's do the test, and let's see if the car will actually let me eat while driving. All right, here we go. So I got my Factor filet mignon. No hands. No complaining so far. Interesting. I kind of thought it would really complain. Nothing so far. I mean, if you can't see how handy this could really be, I mean, imagine you go through a drive-thru, you grab your food, and you want to get back on the highway, but you're trying to eat your sandwich with one hand on the wheel over here, and, you know, obviously that's pretty dangerous, but if the car can drive itself, I don't see how y'all don't see, like, this is a pretty good use case. Now, it is blinking right now, because I think it lost my driver attentiveness, but it didn't complain yet. So that might be because I was looking that way. Let's see if the green light comes back on. All right, so it says attention monitoring active. Let's see. I mean, I guess if my eyes are on the road, it really doesn't care what I'm doing with my hands as long as I'm not on my phone. I don't know. Let's see. So now it just said device detected in hand, so it thinks I have a phone. Interesting. All right, so we are arriving at the gym. I'll put this down for a minute. And let's see, this also has the auto self parking, which will let us pick a spot in the screen here, and then it'll go park there. Now I see a spot right to the right here. I don't know how to actually activate it. Let's see. Now it's got the toes of a lot of people around here. Just kind of stopped. Oh, put it in park. It says I'm here. All right, I'm gonna go back into drive, pick a parking spot, and I'll show you how it'll park by itself. Now, when you go slow by a spot, let's see this one over here next to my friend's M4. There it goes. See, it lights up. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit auto park. And it's going to back in between these two BMWs right here. There you go. It does a remarkably good job. Probably parks way better than most of the people out there. All right, so there you go. There's a demonstration driving to the gym with full self-driving 13.2, hardware 4, and my Tesla Model S Plaid. It did a lot better this time than it did in the Model Y. It didn't miss that turn, have to go all the way around. My only real gripe with this software is that on the highway, bumper to bumper traffic, like I showed you, it just tries to jockey positions for no reason. We need a stay in your own lane mode. Hit that button, bumper to bumper traffic. You could just relax and let the car do its thing without having to kind of really pay attention every time, you know, it puts the signal and moves over. It's really fast when it does it, and you don't have a lot of reaction time. It's never done it when it couldn't have done it. It's just, you know, I don't want to have to be worrying about that. If we're sitting in traffic, just stay in your lane, get through it, and just be done with it. So there you go. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up, helps the video channel, and we'll see you next video.